And I'm Dylan Black. It's always nice to have her on our program. Solange Tuyishime is with us right now, and she just happens to be the president and CEO of Elevate International. She also happens to be Mrs. Canada 2018. Wow, that's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
To be Mrs. Canada. I mean, okay, so let's go back in time. 2006, you were Miss Canada, and now you're Mrs. Canada.
Correct. So
how did this come to be? Just like that, all of a sudden you're Mrs. Canada. That's very cool.
So I grew up a little bit, but yeah. So at first it's the non-married women, which is the traditional, and then over the years, actually, there's been a growing number of Misses, and I represented Canada Mrs. Universe, and I represented Canada Mrs. World. And I'm proud to say that I was able to put Canada on the map amongst the top 10.
Wow. Okay, so we have a picture here. This is you. Where did this take place?
This is a Mrs. World.
Okay.
And they're calling names. I had already made the top 12, and then you make the top 6, which was unreal because when you look at the caliber of women that are there, you just can't believe that you're even amongst the top 12.
Wow. Well, you deserve to be there.
Thank
Definitely.
you.
Amazing representative. I know you've done some great things for our community, for our country, for the world. Tell us about Elevate International then.
So Elevate International originally was created to inspire, empower, and elevate young women across Canada and around the world. And as we were putting our program together, we quickly realized that you can't elevate girls without elevating women. I mean, how am I going to go out there and tell young girls that you can believe in a brighter future and believe in your dreams and make a difference when the situation for women is not changing? I mean, we're still talking about 15% of executive women across Canada, and the number hasn't changed in 2016 or 2017. So we're certainly not moving forward as we think that we are. So then Elevate International became very quickly elevating women and girls locally and globally.
Okay. And you have a big event coming up as well. So February 1st, this is going to be taking place, Parliament Hill.
Yes. So February 1st, MP Selena Cesar, when she heard the mission, she was like, yes, I'm on board. I'm going to support this initiative. It was about bringing women together in all sectors. Leadership, moving forward leadership and economic empowerment. And all sectors meaning education, government, business, and philanthropy in one room. So that if we're really talking about moving forward women's leadership and prosperity, we're talking about all sectors coming together as one. So yeah, February 1, we're just going to start tackling those. We have about actually 10 federal members of the parliament who are going to be speaking that day. And it's going to be amazing. So
it's taking place on Parliament Hill, and it's bright and early, 9 a.m., running till 4. So who can participate in an event like this?
So we've invited all women in our community. And one of the best things that we're doing is that Elevate Women has created this membership program where we have 150 women who are going to share their stories and the way that they're empowering other women in the community, and who are also going to contribute as a voice to how we move forward our leadership. So all these leaders are invited. You can be a member. We have an Eventbrite where you can be a member of Elevate Women. So all the members are invited. And then we've also invited community leaders, women who are leading in politics, women who are leading in government, in philanthropy. All of them, they're invited, and we're even extending an invitation to embassies as we see this movement, as it's going to grow internationally, so that they can start getting a feel of what Elevate Women is trying to move forward. And we've invited, obviously, great organizations like the UN Women, so that they can come as well, and we can start collectively advancing.
Yeah. Okay, but I do have to ask, so no guys allowed?
You know what I said? This is a great question.
Yeah.
So when I created, and I said I was going to call it Elevate Women, and one of my mentors says, well, Elevate Women doesn't really sound very inviting for the guys. And then I said, if the first female astronaut had to wait for you to invite her, where would we be today?
Yeah.
The first doctor, the first lawyer, the first female, we had to come in there and say, we want to be part of this. So if a man supports advancing women's leadership and economic empowerment, and you feel like it's important to you, and you feel like it's something you want to set as a legacy for your daughters and all the women in our community, come. You don't have to wait to be invited.
All right. So guys are allowed, is what you're saying?
Exactly.
I just wanted to make sure I fully understood that. Okay, 9 to 4. I mean, what are the plans then for 2018? What are you hoping to see in this brand new year?
So 2018 is a big year for Elevate International and also for myself, because I wanted to take my role as Mrs. Canada as a role that represents women. So I combined both Elevate International and my role as Mrs. Canada to really move forward this entire tour across Canada. So we're starting to collaborate with women in Halifax, Calgary, Vancouver to have an Elevate Women conference in each city, so that all these organizations that support women or elevate women or supporting communities, that they're all coming together in each city and starting to move forward this mission. So 2018, we're going across Canada, and we are inspiring, empowering, and elevating each woman in our community.
Good work. You are a busy lady, there's no doubt about it. And we are so proud to have you on our show today, Mrs. Canada 2018. Solange, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
As always. And more details on the big event happening February 1st, elevateinternational.ca. I'm Dylan Black. You have a good day.